And someone else did have their hand up a while ago, but then they... Oh, there. Long way. Quick! Thank you very much.
Hello, Robert.
Hiya.
Hello. First thing, I'd just like to say thank you very much for reminding me that I have the father's dance.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realise this until I saw it on YouTube. This is why my daughter now tells me to sit down. Sit down. I don't want you to dance with me.
Oh, dad dancing. It's a skill.
It is, yeah. But I didn't realise it until you showed me.
Yeah.
So the oblivion is now open.
Yes.
And I think I'm not dancing anymore.
Yeah.
The second thing is the hybrid cars. My company has a fleet of the things. And yes, it's a drive that my company's decided to do. So you all over the country, they have them.
Right.
They are, of course, lovely cars.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Point, yeah.
Exactly. But I just wanted to know as well, any more scrap heat coming?
Oh yeah.
On the telly?
Yeah.
That's the basic part, yes.
All right, yes.
Yeah.
So yes, no, there is. I think there is actually something like 36 scrap heaps that have yet to be broadcast. So
not many then. Right.
No, not many. No, just a few. And this last series we've done up to now, we just finished a few weeks ago, it's a legendary series. I think it's fair to say, because there's some things we've done which effectively we've done before. We've done the same basic idea, but I mean, without, I think it doesn't spoil it at all to tell you about this, but there was one where we wanted them to make a speedboat that actually went fast. Because we made, on Scrappy, they made lots of speedboats and they get in the water and everyone's really hyped up and they have huge engines. And it just stays still, and then it sinks. And there's one which had a 7.5 litre V8 engine in it, with a huge propeller thing, and it beautifully made. It looked fantastic, and we really, really thought, and the proper engineers who were very cynical went, yeah, no, this one's going to work, Bobby, this one's the one. This one's going to shake the league, and all that stuff. And they get really excited, and it did about a quarter of a mile an hour, and there is footage of a baby duck swimming away from it, scared, and it beat it. A baby, not even a fully grown duck, a little bubba little chick. But this time the team built a sort of ribbed hull, oil barrels, it's classic Scrappy, oil barrels, the bonnet of a transit van, the engine from a hearse, and a bit of hardboard with paint on it for a rudder. And the speedboat that they were filming it from couldn't keep up. And that was a professionally built speedboat with a hugely powerful engine. I mean, and it is absolutely extraordinary. This thing flew across the water. I mean, it's doing like 45 miles an hour on water, which is really hard to do in a proper boat, let alone a piece of rubbish.
I mean, is there any thought of doing an international one, like Americans versus the British?
Well, we have done that. I mean, we've done it a few times in the past. We did Russian and British American team one in the States, and we did British, French, and American team with a flying one, where they built airplanes. And the British won, which is staggering. It's the only time the British have ever won. And we've done, the Russians were fantastic. We've had 2 Russian teams, the Russian Bears. We make very good, this is no problem. We build big. And they built a sort of desert-going bathtub, 3-wheel bathtub. Absolutely insane. But they were genius. And the Americans are so politically correct about alcohol and smoking and everything. These guys smoked everywhere they went, didn't matter, they didn't care. Sorry, Terry, no smoking. Yes, heavy, very good. Didn't make any difference, they smoked everywhere. And then I was interviewing them at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, really hot day in California, and they all had their water bottles, like everyone has their water bottles. Only their water bottles smelled different, because they went around and tip out this shit and put in the vodka. Those guys drank vodka from morning till night, and were brilliant engineers, didn't make mistakes, didn't cut the fingers off. Happy, very good news, we drink here.
Did you find any of these bottles at all by any chance?
No. I had some in the evening with them, and I had a sip, and I was on my knees, dribbling wreck. They're tough boys. Their sweat, when they gave you a hug, and it was very hot and they were very sweaty, you could smell it. They didn't sweat human sweat, they sweat a special form of distilled alcohol. And if you how they didn't explode when they had a fag. Walking firebombs, they were extraordinary. And only one of them spoke English. Sergi, I speak English 14. Great, how's it going? Yes, happy, very good. Right, okay. They were wonderful. They lost. But they were so happy. They were so happy. The Americans were so determined to win. It was a very interesting character thing.
find it very funny.
Yeah, no, it's worth. I mean, they're talking about releasing a DVD of all the highlights of Scrappy, but I don't know if they will. You never know. But I think there's a 10th anniversary thing where they're going to use some, so they'll use some of that stuff. Sorry, yes, I won't go on. Next, who? What? Yes, behind there. Wonderful. I'm going to switch off my camera because I don't want to run out of. Sorry. Sorry. Let's go on. Yeah, proper dad dancing. We do, at the end of every Scrappy, when we have a rap party, we have a dad dance-off. And all the guys that, you know, it's been going 10 years, quite a lot of the crew have worked on it at that time, and quite a lot of them, when they started, were really cool guys with jeans around their arses, you know, like, yeah, right man, how's it going, yeah. And they've now got married, had children, and they suddenly start dancing again, and they go, oh no, they're dad dancing! And they used to be really cool, sexy guys, and they now look really stupid. But I'm not the king of, there's a guy called Smooth, sound engineer, who is the king of dad dancing. He's so good. I can't, he's got these great music, like that.
Travolta in Greece.
Brilliant, yeah. Oh,
My
yeah,
question-
sorry.
Sorry to stick with Scrappy, but you know how like on Top Gear they started to make like that stretch limo and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
about cars.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about doing like a celebrity Scrappy challenge?
Yes. Yes.
How far did you get?
Not far. We did. We talked to Craig and sorry, it'll come to me in a minute. Stephen Fry, and we were going to do a posh team and a Scouse team. Stephen Fry as the boss, and we talked to them, and because Stephen Fry does a lot of car stuff, he's a bit of a petrol head, and we thought we could maybe like Chris and Stephen Fry and some, you know, I don't know, Rowan Atkinson. And they're the posh boys, and then the other side there'll be a bunch of Scousers, you know. And then, as discussions, well, I wasn't party to this. I mean, it was sort of, I heard about it later. But I mean, basically, as soon as they realised they actually had to make it, that they actually had to work, and they actually had to. But it wasn't like all the scandals in television at the moment where, you know, somebody does the nodding in London while the interview's in New York and they're not actually there. You know, that we actually, although there's adjustments to the truth in the sense of shrinking time, you know, the teams that come on Scrappy actually make what you see on the telly, and we don't make it for them. They have to do it, and you know, that was a problem, I think. And also, I think the insurance, and also then in the end, it's kind of nice that it's actual people on it and not celebrities, you know. So it never happened. It was talked about many years ago, like 5 years ago, but it never came to pass. So it's actual proper engineers that can actually make things, which I think is great, which is what it's about. So, yeah, no. I just wanted Stephen Fry to be in the Bill Bay with white gloves on while two quite attractive young men with their tops down ran around and got in pieces of metal. And then I wanted him to turn around and there's no wheels on his car because Craig's got them.